Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nargis Zahra with the new episode of Women in Power, Redressing the Balance. And today I have Ms. Ksenia Nicholas on board with me to discuss some exciting journey of her business and her life in United States of America. Ms. Ksenia came here like in 2004 and then Ksenia, I'm right? 2004, you told me?
Yes, that's
Okay,
correct.
so pardon my memory. And 2004, and since then she's been working a lot, very hard. I must say, when I just went through her profile, got introduced to her, I was impressed, and the person who introduced me was impressed also. At the moment, she is not only a mother, but she's also having two companies. One is K&J Bookkeeping, and the other one is Ksenia Nicholas. CPA. So she is a certified CPA, which is not an easy thing over here. And that too being a mother, and that too, coming from a country where English is not the language, and then making your name in a country where everything is in English. So thank you so much. We are really honored to have your time and being with the little one. This is very precious for a mother, a working mother, to give us time. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Welcome on
for
board,
having
Ksenia.
me. Thanks.
So, first thing first, um, what was your thought while coming to United States of America? Was that a dream kind of thing, or just going to any other country for higher studies or so?
Well, no, it was kind of a dream and experience because I have just graduated from the university and my major was international relations. So I studied two languages, English and German. So I was very excited to go ahead and practice my English because I always loved the language. And that was an exchange program student program that I entered. And I was supposed to be in the States for a year and attend the college and live in a family, which is, wonderful, has been a wonderful experience since then.
That's great. So you said that you had a major in international relations from Russia. May
hmm
I ask which university?
Oh, absolutely. I actually attended a university in the city that's called Omsk. It's not Moscow, but it's a big Siberian city.
Siberian city. So, oh, such a cold place, I must say.
It's not up north, it's the southern part of Siberia, but it is cold, yes.
Yeah, I would say a bit kinder, kind of cold, but still Siberia it is.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
So, how was it? I came to know that you've been working as a student. You've been studying and working when you were a student. So, how was that journey? If you can just share some of
Well,
it.
it wasn't easy, but I was younger and it's, more fun. You have more strengths and stuff. But I do not like here in the States, people, because I am an immigrant, and people back home in Russia think that, well, once you get to America, you all set. You get a big shovel and grab come to the money pile and start like getting it in, which is not true.
Which is not true.
Right. So I had to work, and as far as I remember myself, I worked 2 or 3 jobs because I had to. Education is expensive here, and my major, that was international relations, gave me only the thing that language. That's all.
Yeah.
I am an accounting. Accounting, an absolute new profession, and it has a new standard. So I had to come to the college and get all the courses in education that would allow me to sit for my CPA exam because CPA examination is a very rigorous examination.
Yep. That is.
It's like a bar exam for lawyers.
Yes.
Even in order to sit for the CPA exam, you got to meet a lot of qualifications. So I had to put myself through school again. And I don't have any other income, and I don't know any other way to get money but work.
Exactly.
So right, I had to work, and it actually had fun. In my journey I met a lot of good people. I used to bartend, I was babysitting, I was selling jewelry, I was weeding, in gardens. But it was, I met a lot of friends who are still friends right now.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, two things. One, that a lady coming from a faraway land in a strange society with only one tool, that is language. She can make her name. And secondly, yes, if you're young and you're working so much that it's kind of a fun, like, and immediately
Right.
your old age, it doesn't remain any fun. But how many hours a day, if you can just give us an idea, you were working, just for the sake of the youngsters who are watching?
Well, I would say it would be, like if it was two part-time jobs, it would be at least 12 hours, 12 hours a day. And sometimes it was long. Sometimes when you bartend, there are longer hours during the
Yes.
weekend.
Mhm.
So we would close at 1. And, I had to I would wake up early to do my homework because I was in college. So I would get up or do my homework and just, so
Yeah,
we would start from like 11 o'clock. It gotta be opening. So,
that was great.
yeah.
So, did you have all the fun working, or did you feel like missing some other fun that the youth has?
Well, no, not really. I used to be like, I was fortunate enough that I was always in a good environment. I always was interesting people, who I could learn from, or like, like for example, I mentioned my mentor. That's where I met him. He was a wonderful man, and like I know his family, and he would used to go to the bar I was attending to with his wife to have dinner all the time. So and no, I had all the fun. It was just a little tiring. I would fall asleep in the shower, I'd catch myself that I'm falling asleep after work. But no, I can't say that I would do anything differently. But the only thing I would do differently, maybe I would have a child earlier because I am 38 years old and my daughter's 16 months. And I was at the point I was very ready and I wanted, but I kind of was putting it off for school. Then I had to pass the exam. I was thinking I should start because it's very hard with a child to get ready and prepare.
Yeah.
And actually, I passed two parts with her because she was a boost for me. I knew that I got to do it. If I don't do it, there will be no other way for me and there will be no other chance. So,
So that I have one question about your motherhood and business, but I'll go back to another point that stuck in my mind. And my takeaway from this discussion by now is that I am just looking at a very eager and positive personality. I think coming to a new culture, it gives you such interesting life and different thing. And as long as nothing goes wrong, God forbid, at the end of the day means I am looking at a happy warrior in you who has made through it till now. Going back to the question, you came with a major in international relations, but
mhm,
then you went for accounting field, which is like these are two different fields. Because in IR we can go for politics of economy or
mhm,
economic analysis or
mhm.
development, but accounting is altogether a different thing, and it needs more of the digits and the figures and the calculations. So how was this decision made?
Well, it was kind of easy. It wasn't very thought through. Back home, it's very hard to find a job in this field because you gotta have connections. Right here,
Yes.
being an immigrant, it's easier here, but still you gotta jump through hoops, a lot of hoops. So, and accounting is always needed, and that's a profession that uh, you can be unemployed with, because any company needs accounting, tax, or auditing. So that's why, and you are right, it's very different profession, and it is. I wasn't a numbers person. I never paid attention to numbers much. I did good at school, but that's all. I thought math is just gonna be done for me as soon as I graduated. I was very wrong. But it's just from the point of view of, I can't tell you that I dreamt to be an accountant when I was little, no, but it pays the bills and you kind of learn to look at things that differently. It pays the bills and gives me opportunity to help my parents back home, and it gives me a good life, so I think I would do it. because I started working on accounting and I don't believe jumping from here and there. That's why when I come to a company, I work for a long time because I believe in working hard in one place. So I thought, okay, I'm already in accounting, and then at that time I started my bookkeeping business. So it's the same thing, and I just thought that I gotta stay where I am. I do want maybe go to Hollywood someday, but not right now.
Fine. I I hope you fulfill all of the dreams you have, be that
Thank you. Me too.
Disneyland or Hollywood or any island vacation or whatever, because I really am being impressed. So now the next point is like you are a working mother with a business, and at which point did you realize, or did you just take this decision that okay, fine, now I have to go for my own company and register one?
Well, I always had K&J bookkeeping as a part-time venture while I was working full-time, like for a bigger accounting firm. But I think this decision that I want to be on my own came to me after I worked for one company for 9 years, and I grew up from. I started as an accounting assistant, and I became a full-blown accountant. Uh, and I was pregnant. I was expecting my child, and I told my boss that I'm planning to. I was pregnant, and I'm planning to take 3 months off, and then I'm gonna come back to work. And he told me that, well, it's not gonna work for him for the company because I'm not gonna be such as a good of employee as I was before because child is a big change,
How
and
chauvinist.
I'm like, isn't it harassment? I mean, isn't it a discrimination, gender
That's
discrimination here?
Yes,
I was
yes, and
thinking,
it's so unusual in
and
United States of
yes, it
America.
is. And I was thinking to myself, boy, I have a down payment to my house. That's good. I'm gonna contact the lawyer right now, and that's it. I'm set for life. But unfortunately, God wants me to work. But unfortunately, and after I guess talking to some people, he has realized that that is illegal in this country. Maybe in other countries it is legal, and he came to me, apologized, and he said that my position will be waiting for me when I come back in 3 months.
Okay.
And then at that point I said that he does not deserve me as an
Oh,
employee.
perfect. I love this line. I love this line.
Yeah, and then I just thought, I think, it's very okay. I'll tell you, it's very scary to be on your own.
Yes, yes, it is. It can. It
But
can.
it's again, it's more work because when you work for somebody else, you come do the things that needs to be done and go home. Just switch off your head.
Yeah.
Like when you are on your own, your head's always working. I dream about my clients, but it's you kind of more right now. I appreciate being self-employed more because I need this time for my daughter. I have worked all my life. I am 38, 39 years old, and I will be working after that for a while. But I have a very short span to see how my daughter grows
Yes.
because work doesn't go anywhere, but children grow up.
Exactly.
And I am so grateful that I have this opportunity to spend a part time or half day with her or see her wake up and it's very important to me because I really was very ready to be a mom. I felt like I have so much love I want to give my child. It's like kind of I was thinking if I'm not gonna have a baby, I'm gonna burst because like I had so much like warmth I want to give, and God helped me, and we had this child. And what, the only thing I would do differently, I would have a child when I was like early 30s because it's such a rewarding thing to do.
Experience. Yes.
Yeah,
I can relate
it's
that as a mother.
it's
Yes. That's
so
it.
much work, but that it's worth it. It's like
Yes.
great. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
So you're having now like one toddler and two babies. One toddler is your K and J
Mm,
bookkeeping. You have two babies, one your company and one your own baby. which is
That's
a
right.
human baby.
That's
So
right.
you are taking care of three, and you're all excited, and I can just feel the warmth of motherhood over here, which is so natural. It's so instinct based, and I think this is a kind of self actualization which goes hands in hands with the other dreams of the life for ladies. So I'm just writing my takeaway points for the viewers that I will conclude at the end. But you said that you had a mentor,
Yes.
and I have heard it from many people, especially ladies, that yes, because for having a better path in life and business, you need a mentor.
Oh, Nargis, I'm not hearing you.
Sorry.
Yes, now I hear
So
you. Okay.
more than knowing that what needs to be done, it is more important to know what's not to be done, so that
Right.
the time and energy is not wasted. And other than that mentor, like you mentioned another thing, that your husband was in US military.
Yes, yes, he was working on
And
actually it's
when
Navy.
we talk about military,
Navy.
we have that commando person in
Oh
mind,
no.
like. And then you said that he's taking care of the child when you're not around.
Mhm.
So this is such a kind and soft side of that thing. So would you just dilate upon this cushion or this sport of your life for your business?
Yeah, sure. Well, he's not a commando person, no. Well, he is. You see, he is. He used to live in a different state in Colorado, and he still has property there. And it's a big move for him to move here in the DC area, more like
Yeah,
suburban Washington
it's,
DC
it's
area.
different. It's really different.
Right, and it's taking a very long time. So he is retired from the military, and I mean, right now he's not working anywhere because of the moving stuff, and it's working perfectly right now. Because when I'm with clients or like preparing returns or doing consultation, he's taking care of her. And it's funny to see him because my child, I speak to her Russian, and he
Yeah.
speaks English, and she talks to him. She starts talking and she would refer to him as Papa because that's dad in our language. And the way she speaks to him, I see him like as soon as she says Papa to him, he's like, oh, he can do anything, right? Whatever she wants. So yeah, I think he's been very good father, and I think he's enjoying it himself because he's between the work right now and he has an opportunity. I think man, our but we think of men as breadwinners, and it's a good thing, because I think mom is more important to a dad in to survive, like as a protector and as a food source. But
Yeah.
I think men are also, like I see the side of my husband that I've never seen before when I see him taking care of her,
So that's
which is
that's that's another takeaway point here.
yeah, that's very interesting. I never knew he's him as he's with when with her.
Yeah, that's I think the best aspect of a man's personality is like his being a father. I have seen
Yeah.
many men being at their best and the kindest, and I think the most humanist when they come to become fathers. Coming back to your company, so if our viewers want to contact you, so what kind of problem they should take to you, or what kind of problems you solve? Like, okay, accounting is the major thing, but what kind of issues?
Well, we do a lot of stuff. Sometimes we deal with, I represent clients with IRS audits, or like when they get letters with IRS. We do regular audits, like for example, for nonprofit or business license purposes. Companies need to have licenses, and they have to have, by regulation, they have to have yearly audits. We do that too. So I mean, we do tax planning and all kinds of various
Do you do
services.
the business consultancies, the small and medium sized businesses and the startups?
Yes, yeah, we do that too. Yeah, but it's not major part of our practice. Most it's like accounting, day to day, monthly, or it is tax preparation and audits.
Okay, just a question of if, because I also am a student of international relations, and that's my passion. We always consider history with a factor of if. It's very, exciting to do this. So if you were in Russia for all these years, how would you look at your life
Well,
instead of
I'm
being
pretty
in America?
well, see, I'm pretty sure I didn't run from bad stuff. I just came for better experience, and somehow I just stayed. I would think that I would be also as doing something. I would definitely work because I enjoy doing things. I enjoy interacting with people, and the only thing I would think that I would have more children. I When I was like a teenage girl, I always I came out from the family of two, so I had a sister, but I always wanted to have more siblings. So I would have four children by now, I would think, if I was in Russia. Because when I was leaving, I kind of had a fiance, and he was very serious, and I was going to get married when I come back in a year.
So
So
would you be having your business or not?
I would, I think, but it wouldn't be accounting.
Okay, because I haven't been to Russia, so that's a kind of curiosity because we have read about it in the books, and books are written by the writers, and most of the writers are not Russians. So, talking to a Russian and being a student of IR, I just had it like, what if with your energy, with your zeal, with your positivity, and your resilience, if we just take this person back to Russia in best of the environment, what a life can make of itself back in Russia as compared to
Hmm.
what it has done in USA. So that was the basic question. Um,
It's a great question. I think of that very, many times I have.
no, actually, I think myself, if I was back in Pakistan, what would I
Hmm.
be doing by now?
Right,
So,
right.
but thank you so very much. Thank you so very, very much. I'm just looking at the timer. We are
Hmm.
running short of time. So I'll conclude my takeaway points from this. I would say, exciting and energizing interview right in the morning. So I think, Ksenia, you have given us an inspiration to work very hard in a strange society and adopt it with all the positivity and remain happy, remain excited, resilient, and strong, and finding your ways, having your own dreams of personal lives. And what I have found in you is not only a business lady, but I have found a very hardworking person who is a hard worker and works in any case, be that a job or be that your own business. And secondly, a mother, because motherhood and fatherhood is so natural, and bearing offsprings is considered very natural to human species, and this is considered as second most survival instinct of human beings. The first
Hmm.
one is our own self and survival, the second one is reproducing our generations and looking ourselves through their eyes when we won't be around. And this has got, the best. And the other thing, like, children are considered um, a responsibility for parents, overbearing responsibility, and it goes in the taglines of many marketing campaigns I've seen. But while talking to you, I have realized that no, your child has become a source of more happiness for you. Though it's a work, you
Absolutely.
said, though it's more work, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And you would like to have one sooner. I think in the same manner, you would like to have your own company sooner in 20s. So, what one has to do should be done by the late 20s, earned in 30s, and get relaxed in 40s for an island vacation. So,
Yeah, that's
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would love to connect back some other time for this positive
absolutely.
energy. Have a great.
Thank you for having me here. It's been a pleasure.
We would connect back with our clients. I hope so.
Absolutely.
I hope so. Thank you so much.
All
Have a great.
right.
Have a
You
great.
too. Okay, bye bye now.